etc. And for people to actually be picking up the phone or using the web to report suspicious activity to Crime Stoppers is a welcome sign.
How do you juxtapose that to the public awareness program that Crime Stoppers Barbados has indulged itself in? Do you think that's part of the reason why more Barbadians are?
We certainly believe that our continuous outreach, the support that we have gotten from the media, has helped shape that, or really crystallize the anonymity factor in the minds of Barbadians, and also the comfort level that they can use this number to report these type of activities. So that's one of the main things that we have seen from 2014 to 2015.
Do you think society as a whole, based on the level of crime we've seen, an upsurge in crime, do you think it's part of the society determining, we're tired of this, it's time to end this?
If we just look at an overall statistical figure, here we are on the 21st of October, and we had 277 tips thus far. At the same time period last year, we were at 240 something odd tips, right, for the same time period. So we are well on the way to achieving maybe 320, 330 tips overall. And that speaks to the point that, or that shows that people are concerned, right? We ended the year last year at 292 tips in total, and we're going to see a significant percentage increase in that figure when we jump forward to the end of 2015. So once again, that goes back to the level of comfort that people have in the system. And I think it's really because the integrity of the program, we have been able to maintain that integrity, and no one has ever been compromised. The guarantee of anonymity, which we basically assure the citizens and residents of Barbados, I think it's now really taking hold. And because of what's going on in our society, and people becoming more aware that they really need to step up to the plate and assist the RBPF and do what they can, though albeit anonymously via Crime Stoppers, their information is being used in order to help solve some of the crime.
What can you tell us when you look at your numbers from a demographic standpoint in terms of the percentages of calls from particular areas and areas that will be considered, for use of a better term, troubled areas? Are you seeing any particular trends in those areas?
Yeah, I suppose the statistics that we are seeing would also be corroborated by national statistics in terms of areas, if you want to use the word, as you said, trouble spots or hot spots. Because what we are seeing is that, for instance, in 2014, 39% of our tips were received as it relates to incidents that occurred in the St. Michael area. All right. Now, if we look at the national statistics, you might see some sort of level of comparisons in terms of that sort of figure. Drilling down further, our next major statistic of 19% of tips in 2014 were received in the Christchurch area, or as it relates to crimes in the Christchurch area. Those figures also in 2013, the year prior, in the St. Michael area, we received 93 tips out of 278, or 33% coming from, as it relates to crimes in St. Michael, and the same 19% coming from Christchurch area in 2013. Other areas that we're seeing some significant percentages would be the St. George area, as it relates to crimes in the St. George area. So we are able to decipher where some of where the tips are basically coming from, or not so much coming from, but incidents related to these parishes.
So